Well, good morning, guys. I am going to share a starting tip with you guys. A lot of you guys know about this already, but if you don't, you're going to really enjoy this video because it's a good tip on how to repair a starter on a 912, 356, some 911s when it won't start when you turn the key. The reason is I believe that the cable is so long to get to the back of the car that by the time you hit the key and everything gets energized to the starter motor, you lose voltage. And that's what they're saying. It's really not on all the cars. Some of them do it. A lot of them do it. It seems to be a problem on the 912s for some reason. Anyhow, so back in the day, in Van Nuys, California, there was a company called Performance Products. Very cool place. There was a guy there named Erwin. I have him on my Facebook. Super cool guy. He listened to you. He knew what you needed. It was a good guy there. Anyways, the company has since moved to Florida, and they're doing a lot of different cars. But when they were here, I used to put my finished cars in their showrooms, and they would show them, and it was actually a nice place to park a car for a month or so. So anyways, then they were right down the street from TRE Motorsports, from Dave. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So it was a kit that they sold. It's right there, Performance Products. This was the instruction sheet on how to install it. Now, I will screenshot this and put it at the end of the video so that you can screenshot it, and then you can have the wire schematic to put it on. All right, so here's your scenario. You go to your car, you're with your buddies, and everybody gets in their cars, and then you hit your key and it won't start. What a bummer, right? So let's start from there. Okay, now your starter switch, right behind there's a yellow wire. This is called your 50 wire if you look it up on a schematic. Man, Gary's car is really nice. Anyways, so the yellow wire, the 50 goes from the ignition switch to the solenoid, and then it also comes out by the voltage regulator. Let me show you that. Hey, Chloe. Okay, so that wire, yellow, comes out right here. And I'm sure you guys seen this wire here, and we're kind of maybe curious on what it is. That is the 50 wire. Why it's there, I have no idea. The 912 has it in their harness. And what that wire will do is start your engine. It will not start, actually, unless you have the key on. But all you do is, let me adjust this here. You grab it here, and you, on the tip of it, you touch the tip of the regulator output here. This wire here goes directly to the battery post where the battery cable connects. Okay, so there we go. So if you touch it here, like this, it will rotate the motor, see? Okay, so you touch that wire, set it there, it will rotate the motor. Okay? But like I said, it will not start unless the key is on. If the key is on, it will start. So you can remote start this car from the back of the 912 with that wire, which is it's nice as for a mechanic to do it, so you don't have to keep going inside the car to do this. So anyways, the part that I'm talking about, I've already installed it in the car. I'm gonna go down there and show it to you. It's a super easy thing to do. It's just, all it is, and get this, it's pretty funny. It is a Ford starter solenoid. Now Ford puts them in the front of the engine compartment, and that's the solenoid for the motor. Their solenoid is not mounted to the starter. So this part, you don't need to buy a starter kit. You can go on eBay, and I will share that with you also. You go to eBay, you buy it, it's under $14. And with the wiring schematic I have, you can install it in your car, and you will not ever have a problem with your car not starting when you turn the key. That's pretty important. Okay, so I'll take you underneath the car right now, and I'll show you that. First thing I do want to talk about is In my garage right now, if you were here with me and we weren't doing this video, I can't play music on a video, but I would probably have the Doors going, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I mean, I'd have some early rock and roll going. I really dig that music. But in the videos, I can't put music, right? So kind of a bummer. But anyway, just so you know that part of it. Well, we'll go into the car. I want to show you what I installed. It's very easy. Like I said, $13 on eBay, and I will share the wiring schematic with you. So let's go check it out. Chloe. All right. So now, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Now, here we go. Okay. So, okay, let's focus on it. And let me get it. I'll put a light on it too so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's the starter solenoid right there. And you can see it's just a Ford starter solenoid. And what it does is it stores the 12 volts in there. So when you hit the key, it gives a nice charge to the starter, and you will not have any more problems with that starter. So let me get in there. I want to show you the wiring. Okay, it's kind of hard to see in there. So anyways, let's see here. Okay, there you go. That's what it is. Now, the red wire, like I said, I'll show you the schematic for this so you'll understand it easier. But I'll just show you what I got. So the red wire goes to the starter post where the battery cable is, and that red wire goes on that side of the terminal on the solenoid. So the red wire directly to the battery. So that is hot all the time. Now, what I did was the yellow wire, where you see double wires, the yellow, that's the 50 wire that goes to the back of the motor, the firewall, and then the one that goes to the starter key. That's the 50 wire. And what I do is I just put a spade on there so I can attach it directly to the solenoid on that post. And then the green and yellow wire they go to where the starter solenoid wire would actually connect. So basically, where that yellow wire was connected on the starter, you now connect the green and yellow wire, and then you put down on the opposite side of the battery post. So that you can see how that's wired. But like I said, I'll share the wire schematic with you. And I just install it on the back of the seat bucket here with some really shallow machine screws. That's super easy to do. And this will keep you from ever sitting on the side of the road or on the side of in a parking lot waiting for it to start. Okay, this is a really cheap fix and very easy to do. And whatever you do never cut the connector at the end of the yellow wire. Keep all your wires factory. Okay, so you wanna keep all those the yellow 50 wire factory. Don't cut it and put a fitting on it. I don't want to see any of those electrical connectors with the blue or the yellow or the red. Just do it exactly like this, and you will be happy. See, let me bring some light. Okay, there you go. So the double yellow wire is the 50 wire, and I connected it to a spade right on the solenoid there, as you can see. And then the wire, the yellow and green, goes right to the solenoid spade that's on the starter. That's all it is. And this will keep you from ever having any issues starting. So that is that. So now I will get up, and Chloe here she likes to lay in the blankets when I'm doing this. So anyhow, that starter solenoid will resolve the issue of having no start on your 912. And you can, if you do this, you can do this also on the 356. And if your car is 6 volt like this one is, all you do is get a 6 volt starter solenoid, which are available. So very easy to do. And like I said, that will cure that problem when you can't keep, you won't get it to start. So I will share the schematic and let you see that. And you can see on the schematic how it shows the wiring exactly like that. But I'll put it, like I said, I'll put a still picture of it. Meanwhile, I went to LA and I got the CAD plating done for the 356 for Dave's car. That's the motor. We're gonna open that all up here soon, and so that's all. This is all ready to go. And then in my last video, I talked about the fake German fuel line, and I'm gonna show you right there. It actually says Germany on it, right? Well, I really doubt that this line, that the Germans made a line like this, okay? This is like a plasticky rubber type of a hose inside a corded sleeve. And you can see the ends shrink up. I want you to really see this, because this is not cool, because these fuel lines are leaking and they're cracking up and leaking fuel. And what it is somebody's that are selling these, a shop here in LA are selling this crap, and you're going to burn your car down because it's not what it says that it is. So you got to get rid of these stuff. You know, I mean, literally, it's like a plastic. I don't even know if there's any rubber in it. It's junk. So if you have those on your car, get rid of them, because you're gonna get a fuel leak. That's all there is to it. Actually, it's a good idea to go through your car and check for fuel lines to make sure that they're all still in good, pliable condition. Same with the filters. These cars have rubber underneath them, and they have it in the engine compartment. It's a good idea to change them out. So anyway, so we're kind of moved off to another subject, but the starter solenoid deal is really good. I will, like I said, I'll make it as easy as you can so that you can order that part. When you order it, it literally a Ford starter solenoid. It doesn't say anything about Porsche on it. It's somebody back in the day figured it out, and it works great. So anyhow, Gary's car's ready. Like I said, we're just driving it. I do want to tell you guys, when you jack your car up, I use I use my jack, and you can get a hockey puck like this, and all you do is set it in the center. And they're cheap. Buy them on eBay also. Just a hockey puck, and you use that to lift when you use to lift your car up. Now, don't ever get under your car without jack stands, and you put your jack stands on there like that. Just don't do it. I mean, don't be lazy. It doesn't take that long to put jack stands on there. It makes it safe. It sits, you're sturdy. You're not going to have any issues. The jacks are good. I really like the jacks, but do I want to be under the car with just a jack? No, not good to get smashed. So that's just another little tip. Now, the hubcaps on Gary's car, we've been waiting for the emblems to come in. We've ordered 2 sets. The first set came in, and like I said, I don't like to beat up vendors, but my God, this set that we got, we paid 3 times the amount for. They look just like the ones that I've got right here in front of me. I will show you right now. And when they got here, excuse me, the black enamel was laying in the bottom of the bag. Okay, and these are stamped with a Porsche number and all that stuff. And come on, I mean, anybody can imprint numbers on in a mold, right? So these are not original, and they look really good, and the enamel seems really well on them. And I mean, these came from, and I'll tell you where these came from. These came from Auto Atlanta, and I really like them. They're really nice. They do say Porsche on them. If you remember, they were, the knockoff ones, they were unable to put Porsche on them for a long time. and then it showed up again. So we're going to install those. Now, here's something else that's kind of fun. Good, because this is, like I said, this car's going to a concourse. So when they fit in there like this, you can see the bottom, the bottom point here has to point to the valve stem. And that's kind of a cool thing. Chloe, watch. So you point that towards the valve stem, and that's how the judges, I mean, I'm sure the judge will say something, but you put that point towards the valve stem, and then they won't knock you for not doing that. Because if it doesn't point to the valve stem, I think they'll ding you for that. So just a fanatic kind of a thing, right? So those are going to go on next, and then we'll just put some time on this engine. And then I do have I know you guys that know these cars too. There's a metal line that comes out of the air cleaners, and then there's a rubber line, a plasticky rubber line that goes to that vent. So I do have that piece. We're gonna install that soon, and then I do have the drip tray for this. So we got a few little things to install. I think right now it's more important that we just drive the car, put some time on it. That's kind of what we're doing now. You know, we got the bat wing installed now. Anyhow, that's what I wanted to share. And a couple other things. Well, we got the seats out of Leah's car. I'm actually going to do a video on that, but we do have the seats off. They're out at Geraldo's shop in Palm Springs. And meanwhile, I have a 1960 Roadster coming with a broken engine, unfortunately. That'll be here on Friday. We'll do a video on that too, see what happened inside that engine. Anyhow, that's it. But I really wanted to share the solenoid trick with you. It's super easy to do. Don't be afraid to do it. It's actually kind of fun to do. And just do not cut your original wires on any part of the car for anything. Just, you know, like if you don't connect it straight to the solenoid, just make a little link wire that has the female spade on it, and then put the male spade on it and run that to the solenoid. Just don't cut your original wires. Never, never, never cut your original wires. Just don't do it. I can't stand when the cars come in and it's clipped and there's the general solderless connectors on there. That just drives me nuts. I hate that look. Anyhow, so that'll do it for today, for this morning. I got some stuff to do. First, I got to go put some miles on this car anyways. We do the hubcaps, go from there. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. My video, the thumbnail, I'll put a picture of the solenoid so you'll see it right away. And if you have any questions, just make a comment about it. You can screenshot the schematic for the wire. I'll put that on there so you can screenshot it. And it's just great information. And honestly, you should put one on your car anyways. So just a little idea, a little trick, things that you can do to the car so that you're not sitting at anywhere, Neptune's net, waiting to see if your car is going to start. All right. Have a nice afternoon, guys. Bye.